Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is a plan with me for the week of June 13th through the 19th, 2022 in my B5 Archer and Olive notebook. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. I want to apologize first for the speed of this video. I had to make it really fast so that it wasn't super long because this spread took me forever to put together. All of the stamps that you'll see me using are from Everyday Explorers Co. The stencils are from Amazon, but I think it's Craft Treat is the brand. And then I am using 3 different distress oxides. One of them is yellow, one is pink, and one is red. I will also be pulling in some craft brushes to use my inks, and those are from Amazon as well. If I can find the things on Amazon, and if I remember to, I will link them down below. I had this idea of basically using this square stencil in diamond and square kind of orientations and basically utilizing it as I try to put together a this floral with this layered stencil. So with this stencil, it basically has multiple layers to it. That way you can utilize different colors and create different depths when you're putting the stencil down on paper. So I'm layering the stencil and then I'm layering on top of it this this square stencil on its side so that it's diamond shaped, and I put down the yellow first, and then the next layer of detail will have this pink color. I think this is called worn lip. No, that's a lie. It's not worn lipstick. It's picked raspberry, I think. And then the third layer is going to be red, which is candied apple from Distress Oxide. And so again, I'm just utilizing the next layer on the stencil. And then you'll see me put down the triangle on top. I'm sorry, not triangle, diamond. And then once that's down, I'm going to actually use my red to fill in the areas. And that diamond will be complete. So it's kind of hard to tell what it is because of the size of the diamond, but I'm okay with that. I really like the way the layers came out, and I think even if you can't tell it's a flower, it's a really cool pattern. Now I'm utilizing the smaller squares on that stencil basically to bring in solid squares of the different colored inks that were used, or oxides that were used. So I did one in the yellow, I did one in the red, and then I'm going to add one in pink, but I was a little heavy-handed with the red ink, so I'm going to let it sit and dry. And in the interim, I'm basically going to work more on the top area of this box, putting down another yellow and then I think a pink square so that I have a bit of a background for the month stencil, or I'm sorry, the month stamp I'm going to use. Now you'll see I did get some red ink on the paper accidentally. Here's this other pink square that I added towards the bottom. You're going to find that a recurring theme in this Plan With Me is me getting ink places it doesn't belong and me not realizing that I'm off camera. So I apologize if there's a bunch of stuff that I end up doing that you can't actually see, but I kept forgetting to either zoom out or like reorient myself, which is a bummer. So now that I have the June down, I do want to add this week stamp. It's actually weekend. I just don't put ink on the END, so it says week. And then I'm going to pull in these large narrow numbers. And actually, I said all the stamps I was using were from Everyday Explorers Co., but I believe these number ones are from Heidi Swapp. And I'm just going to put down the 2 and then the 4 because this is the 24th week of 2022. And I've been really enjoying marking what week of the year it is in my planner. So I'm going to add this 4 in. And then once I do that, this kind of deco box is pretty much done. And I'll be able to move on to different things. As you can see, I was pointing out all of this ink that I got on the sheets that didn't belong there, giving a little thumbs down. Next, I'm going to work on the headers for each day of the week. And what I decided is that I would use the square stencil turned on its side to create a diamond. And I would use my 3 different ink colors and put a diamond for each day based on my work schedule. So Monday, Tuesday, Friday, I will have pink. And then Wednesday, Thursday, I'm going to have red. And then for the weekend, I'm just putting yellow. So now I'm working on the red. As you can see, I keep cutting you all off because I didn't realize that I was off camera. And I did go with the different sized diamonds that I had used for when I was doing the squares in that first box. I thought it just added a little bit of like dimension and stuff, so I enjoyed having the different sized diamonds. So here I am trying to get you guys to be able to see my full spread here. As you can tell, there's a ton of ink in different places that where it doesn't belong. And I've just kind of realized that I just need more practice on being a little bit neater when I'm doing stamping. I'm hoping I'll get better with time, but it's hard to stamp. It's especially hard to stamp when I'm trying to film. And so, bear with me as I kind of figure it out. Here I'm using these day of the week stamps to mark off the days of the week. And as you can see, when I do my spreads in my B6, basically I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on the left-hand page of the spread, and then Thursday through Sunday on the right-hand page of the spread. That's what kind of makes sense for my mind. I know some people would probably go straight across the top and then go across the bottom, but I don't know why. My brain just can't work that way, I don't think. Now that those date covers, or I'm sorry, like date headers are in, I was trying to find a way to cover up some of these ink blotches that I've gotten everywhere. And so I decided to pull in this kind of paint splatter stamp, which I think is from Studio Calico, but I could be wrong. And I'm using the red ink because that was mostly what I had gotten everywhere. And I'm just putting it in random places, but trying to cover up some of the kind of errors that I made. And now I'm heading into Sunday to create another one of these diamonds with the layered floral stencil. So I'm starting off with the yellow, which I think is called Squeezed Lemonade. I think that's the color of the Distress Oxide. And then laying down the next layer, which will be pink, which is the picked raspberry color. And that's what I'm doing here. And then once I get this pink color down, I'm going to put on the third layer, which will be the red color, and that is called Candied Apple. Again, because this is basically like a very zoomed in area of the floral sticker, I don't know that you can tell it's a floral, but I'm okay with that. And just like with the left side of the spread, I am now going to utilize the square stencil and do kind of solid colors. I did red first, I did yellow, and then now I'm going to add in that pink. And with those 3 down, I'm just going to add in a little bit more of this paint splatter sticker. And after that, I decided that I wanted to add in a quote. So I am planning on putting it on Sunday. This quote sticker, again, I said everything was from Everyday Explorers Co., and it's not. This quote sticker is actually from Heidi Swapp. and it says stayed focused. And then now that I have all that stuff down, I'm using a ruler and this micron basically to fill in these squares around each day of the week. I've used this layout before, but instead of doing like square lines, or I should say lines to mark off each day of the week, I've only done like the little corners, but I really wanted to have each day have a separate box. So that's what I decided for this spread. I did have some difficulty when doing these lines. I got more ink that traveled on the back of my ruler. That was my fault. Right there on Monday, I totally messed up the line and went too far. And I decided not to go through any of the stamps, so if there's a stamp that's right on the line, I'm working around it, which I like. I think that was a good idea. Here I am doing all of the horizontal lines, trying to not mess up again. In the end, I was able to get some of those marks off with an eraser, which was good. Overall, I absolutely love the way this spread came out. I'm so happy with it. I love the colors. It's very summery. I hope you all enjoyed this plan with me. And as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.